Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Good morning. Jai Shri Krishna. So this side is Dr. Kshita here. Today we are going to discuss the attributes, the traits of number 8. Okay. Sorry, this is a 8. Okay, before starting the session, let me give you all a question. Okay, you have to tell the 9 number word. Think and tell me in the comment section. Okay? Any word you know about that. So, so the 8 number affirmation is I'll work hard for the nice things. I'll work hard for the nice things. So, what is the background of number 8? The number 8 represents the law as above, so below. So, this vibration understands the two. Oh, okay. The 2 0 means the first is the intellectual plan. Okay, this is the intellectual plan or the upper circle. This is a lower circle or which we call the material plan or the divine level, material level. So 8 is more conservative and they are the business people. Okay. So the more conventional. 8 is enclosed, self-contained power. The 8 will save and 8 number people is good with money and finance. They are the business people, so they are very good in terms of the finance. All right. So on its side, 8 is a picture of a balance. You see the infinity. This means they have a desire of the infinity. It has a good judgment and the good dose of the common sense. So they have a good common sense. 8. So the lower circle and the upper circle. It means it can take an idea from the intellectual plan from the upper circle and make it work on the material level. Okay, so the upper circle gives an idea and the lower circle is about the action oriented on the material aspects. So, 8 balances good health, strength, and stamina that is found in the athletes, and many magicians also have the number as it reflects these fine senses of the rhythm. The 8 is also number of the resurrection because Lord Jesus Christ come into the existence on the 8th day. Okay, so 8 is a very good number. 8 is a picture of the below that rises above. It come to represent the law that as above, so below. For by studying the man and the world around us, we come to understand the words about the universe and the spiritual man that is the Lord Jesus. So this is about the Christianity. Okay, the 8 in the Christianity. Now 8 in the Hinduism. 8 is the 8 limbs of the Ashtanga Yoga. Okay, they are Ashtanga Yoga in the Hindu scriptures. The first is the Yoga, Niyama, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dhyana, Samadhi. Dharana, Dhyan or Samadhi. Yoga, that is a abstinence, niyam, observance, the asana, the postures, the pranayam, that is a breathing exercise, pratyahara, withdrawal, okay, and dharana, that dharan, that is a concentration, focus, dhyana, meditation, samadhi, absorption, okay, that is called the liberation, for the liberation. This annihilation, that is also a significant in terms of 8 number. Now let's understand the other example of the 8. Devi Lakshmi, that is worship in the 8 forms, and the Lord Ganesha is also worshipped in the 8 forms, Ashtalakshmi or Ashtavinayaka. Yeah, sorry, I did the mistake here. Yeah, okay, I have not mentioned the Yama. Okay, Yama, that means the abstinence. Yama, Niyama, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Okay, that are the 8 Ashtanga yogas in the Hinduism. That is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. 8 forms of the Ashtalakshmi. So they are the Adi Lakshmi, prime wealth, Dhyana Lakshmi, wealth of grains, and the Dhairya Lakshmi, the wealth of courage, the Gaja Lakshmi, the wealth of the elephant, the Santan Lakshmi, the wealth of the children, the Vijaya Lakshmi, that is a wealth of success, and a Vidya Lakshmi, wealth of knowledge, and a Dhana Lakshmi, that is for the monetary wealth. So we have the Ashtalakshmi and also Ashtavinayaka as well. Also, we have the 8 directions known as the Ashtadika that are each governed by the presiding deities. So we have the 8 directions And for the 8 number, northeast, the Ishan cone is very lucky for them. So you should sit towards the northeast, or you should use this direction for the auspicious work. Okay, so what are the 8 directions? East, that is called the Purva, presided over by the Indradev, that is a deities. The south is by the Agnikon ruled by the Agni, south Dakshin overseen by the Yama, southwest Nritya Kon that is guided by the Niruti, west Paschim under the guardianship of the Varuna Dev, northwest that is a Vayavya Kon overseen by the Vayu, and the north Uttar that is presided over by the Kubera. So you have to remember all the 8 directions, Ashtadika, okay, that is governed by the all the presiding deities Kubera, Ishan, Vayu, Varun, Nritya, Yama, Agni, or Indra. Now let's talk about the Lord Krishna. Lord Shri Krishna, he was born at the eighth child, that is referred to the Ashtama Santana, to Mother Devaki and the father Vasudeva. Okay, he is also recognized as the eighth incarnation of the Lord Shri Vishnu, okay, among the trained principal avatars. His birth occurred on the Ashtami Tithi, okay, and we call the Ashtavasus. So the eight also belong to the 8 opulences Ashtvibhuti in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita that refer to the 8 skills or power of the Supreme Lord. What are the 8 siddhis? Anima siddhi, Anima, Lagima, Mahima, Ishitva, or Kamavasita, Prapti, Prakamya, or the Vashitva, Ishitva. So being the Anima, that means the being smaller than the smallest particle, Lagima, the being lighter than the lightest feather, the Mahima, being heavier than the heaviest stone, Ishitva, being able to create and destroy anything at will, or being able to take any form at will, kama vasitya, and the prapti, being able to obtain anything that one desire, being prakamya, that is a being in total control of one own desire and emotions, and the vashitva siddhi, that being able to the control all the material elements, that is called the hypnosis, vashitva. Okay, now background of the 17, that was the traits or attributes of the number 8. Now what is uh, the traits of the 17? The 17 8 is very loyal individualist. They are like the scientist, researcher, or intellectual person. 17 has a great hopes for the future. Okay, here are some words: goal, good, sense, smart, study, success, or monk. If you Okay, so here are some words. The 8 relates to the justice, judgment. If a law is broken, the debt must be paid, for this is the law of the circle. Okay, this is the law of circle. The what goes out must return to the sender. So you will see the 8 number belongs to the law. Okay, many Chief Justice of India, or the the solicitors, they belong to the 8 number. Their day-to-day activities come with the the uh, justice, or the courts and all the high courts or the international courts. So what is the background of 26? The 8 appears very successful, and it is a strong athlete and the vital number. Okay, you will find mostly 8 in the athletes, or in a law field, because they are very action oriented, or they make very good judgment. So sports, someone who takes responsibility in a very executive way, that is a 8 number. They are like a queen and a kings. Okay, and money is a form of the energy for them. Okay, so their affirmation is like, I'll do the work hard for the fine things, right? I'll work hard for the fine things. So if someone asks you in your examination, then the words for the 8 is a 26 8, capital, dollar, faith, hello, joyful, and the mistake. Okay, you have to remember the words. It will come in your exams. So now background of the 35 8. This is the most fortunate number. Many blessings are associated with it, and including the inheritance and the physical and the spiritual vitality. So if your bhagyam comes on 35, 8, that means this is a very good number. This is 8 is a success through their efforts, their hard work, and a good sense of rhythm and perfect order. Okay, they do work in a very perfect order. So words that vibrate to this fortunate number are, that is a builder, carnival, country, creator, daydream, degree, flattery, flowers, laser, memory, Merlin, miracles, moralist, mountaineers, moment, and the musician, royalty, vegetables, vitamins, and the weather. You have to remember the words, and you should give your vibration to these words. Then you will get uh, you know, the good things in your life. Now, the background of the 53-8. If your Bhagyam comes on the 53-8, that means more attention is paid to the details. Okay, so you are the person who give very, the more concentration for the details. So, words for you: articulation, examination, fellowship, illustration, microscope, and the musical comedy and the realism. Okay. The 8 makes good doctors. They see the overall picture but dislike the details. Okay. So they seldom specialize. Like there are some exceptions always are there, because when the negative side is on, then they will dislike the details. If the positive side occurs, then they will give more attention to the details. So those whose name total 8, that may be in science, analysis, technical field, big business, music, or athletes, or we need 8 for the good judgment. Okay, so take your name and as per the Pythagorean method, do so take your name, do check your number, your name number as per the Pythagorean method. Okay, mine Akshita, my official name is Akshita, Exita only. Okay, that comes 1. Okay, we will talk about the number 1 in the last. Okay, so uh, although my Mulank is 9 and the Bhagyank is 3. Yesterday we have studied the number 9 traits. So now 44-8. If your Bhagyank, your life path number comes on 44-8, that means, or we call the master number, that means the master therapist. The 44 is the master who solves the material needs of the world. It is so below that makes manifest on the material plan, and therefore make the number double practical. Okay, so they are very practical oriented person, not action but double practical, and they are very resourceful person. They can take valuable ideas, put them to work, help them people build or rebuild their lives, and some help through the medicine also. Okay, they are a good therapist. 44 is a very special kind of the therapist, one on a spiritual level, and these people usually have a foundation in the theology. They have a more interest in the theology. Now then, uh, what's for the 44 master number? The benefactor, ceremony, contentment, eternity, happiness, improve, influence, minister, rebirth, respectful, the reverent, spiritual, and the theology. Okay, so reverent is about like to show the great respect towards someone. Okay, that is a reverent. So, what are the positive and the negative and the destructive words? So let's see the positive and the negative and destructive words. Or all right. So theology that means the study of the religion. Okay. So they have more interest in the religion. So positive side, a leader kind of a personality. They have a confidence. They know that what needs to be done and how to do it. They have their mental control along with a good sense of humor and the strength of the conviction. If they are the negative they are showing the negative personality, that inconsiderate or overworked person, and the destructive side of them, the self-destructive. Okay, nobody can harm them. So overall, the what are the traits of the attributes of the number 8? So positive attributes: they are ambitious, capable, dependable person, they are efficient in their nature, they have the executive ability, fine leadership quality, good at the starting projects, but getting others to finish. Okay, so they start the projects, but they don't finish. Okay, this is a bad thing for eight number people. They have the good judge of character, good judgment, handles more money very wisely. They are good in a finance. They like nice things. They like the nice things, and they makes a good bosses, and the musical or athlete ability. They are very well organized person. They have the physical stamina. They spend a lot of time in the gym or in a sports. Very practical, prudent person. The prudent, like the kind of a careful person before they invest their money in any project. Very realistic person, and they set their long term goals, and very successful person. If the eight number is a negative, then they are very careless with money and very hard, very rigid person. So negative side is they are impatient, materialistic, more materialistic. They needs the philosophical study, like they have interest in the theology, the study of the religion. They represses their feelings. Okay, sometimes they do not show their emotions to others. They become the thoughtless. Okay, if they are in the destructive mode, then they become the abusive person. Okay, rude, cruel, demanding person, that I want this, I want that, like that. Ignorant, intolerant person, no feeling for others, very selfish. They become very selfish if the destructive mode is on in the eight number people. And they become the revengeful. They make the schemes, the ponzi schemes, and the uncultured or unscrupulous. Unscrupulous, that means a person who is a dishonest, being dishonesty in order to get whatever they want in their life. Okay, so unscrupulous person. And yeah, all these are the attributes of the number eight. So same, the conclusion is that how will you know whether the positive or negative or the destructive side is going on? So you have to look at the symptoms, the behavior, and the character of a person. If you see the positive side, you will see all these attributes. If you see the negative side, you will see all these traits, and the destructive side, these kind of the uh, traits you will see in the person. So what are the general five remedies for the number eight? You have to keep a pot of water, kalash of water, or a crystal in the northeast direction. This is your auspicious direction, the lucky direction. Okay, Ishan Kon. And avoid the non-vegetarian food and alcohol on Saturdays and keep fast on Saturday. And donate the black items, lighting a mustard oil lamp on Saturdays that can remove all the obstacles and ensure steady the progress. Work with the companies with the numerology number 8, that are the Exxon Mobil and Microsoft, Time Warner, etc. So on and so forth. So be cautious of your health and avoid any kind of the intoxicant or cigarette smoke to stay wealthy. Okay, or healthy. These individuals are suggested to put on color like the black, purple, and dark blue. You should wear these colors. These people can think of using these colors in their clothes, the bed sheets, pillow sheets, and even wall paint. Okay, gemstone for you, that is wear the blue sapphire. Okay, number 7 is tomorrow. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. See you tomorrow. And let me tell you the number 9 revision. Okay, so 9 number is a Harvard Medical School. Harvard. So when you will uh, calculate the digits as per the Pythagorean method, you will get the 9 number. And the SCON, International Society of the Krishna Consciousness. This is an organization. So this is also ruled by number 9. So 9 rules the Howard and the Scone. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like, share, and share with your friends. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.